Hi guys, I know that there are a lot of weight loss videos out there already that tell you what you should eat and what exercises to do to lose weight, but I wanted to do something different, something for people like me who don't lose weight as easily, not because we don't respond to clean eating and exercise, but because we have the tendency to self-sabotage, have a sugar addiction, or just an overall unhealthy relationship with food. Because sometimes it's not that we don't know the right things to do already, it's that we struggle with mental blocks that we need to overcome before we can do those things. The heaviest I ever weighed was 150 pounds, which falls under overweight in the BMI chart. Because of these issues, it took me 3 years to lose 25 pounds, which I know that is really slow progress. And I'm sure that other people who don't deal with these issues would have lost that weight and kept it off in a much faster time period. But I'm not that person, and I want to be really honest about my own struggles and to share that with people in hopes that maybe what worked for me will work for you. After so many years of yo-yoing and being in denial, I finally started to lose weight consistently and avoid gaining it back. So anyway, let's get into it. Here are a few of the things that have helped me lose weight and maintain the weight off. I started doing this about 2 months ago after I watched a really great video by a clinical psychologist named Dr. RAMANI. I don't know how to say her last name, but I'll link the video in my description. In the video, she spoke about her own unhealthy relationship with food, and it really woke me up to how unhealthy my relationship with food and my eating habits were. From that day on, I made it a point to be more self-aware so that I could correct the unhealthy behaviors. In doing this, I found that I had several unhealthy eating habits. I was the type of person that would not stop eating when I was full. My idea of full was being stuffed, so basically going past the point of being full and just completely ignoring your body. It's not something that I'm proud of. I now know that your body is supposed to feel energized and ready for the day after having your meal, not feel sluggish and to the point of immobility. I would also eat my food extremely fast, which is why I think I had such a hard time, understanding when my body was full, because I never let that feeling reach my brain. I would just eat really quickly. I also think I used to overeat because I felt like if I had food in front of me, I needed to eat it all. I think that goes back to my childhood and feeling like you need to not waste any of the food and not step away from your plate until it's all gone. But as an adult, I know that that is not a healthy way to look at food or just a healthy way to eat. Now what I do is I try to remind myself that the food is still going to be there. I do not have to waste the food. I can take the food with me and store it away for another day or later that day if I get hungry. I've also started taking my time eating each meal and being more mindful when I eat, turning off screens, putting away my phone. Another bad habit that I realized I had was that I viewed food as a comfort, as a way to ease my anxiety, stress, sadness. I viewed it as a way to connect with people and a way to treat myself when things were going well for me. So basically, I viewed it as everything but what it should be viewed as, which is nutrition for your body. The way I stopped doing this was by questioning my hunger. I started to ask myself, am I actually hungry, or am I freaking out internally about a deadline or something bothering me? Being more self-aware and listening to my body's needs really did a lot of great things for me. I learned to treat myself with things other than food. I also tried to find other ways to bond with people that didn't involve meeting over food. I've also learned more about what works for me. I know now that my body responds negatively to a lot of sugar and carbs. I made getting in shape, staying in shape, and overall living a healthy life my lifestyle, and that made it a lot easier for me to feel less pressure or stress over something that should be a really beautiful process. If you're making it a lifestyle, you're not doing it for your summer body, you're doing it because you want to be healthier. The word diet has a really negative connotation, but your diet is just what you eat on a daily basis, and my diet is 90% healthy. I'm not super strict on my diet. If I want something sweet, I'll get something sweet. It's just the type of sweet thing has changed. So now, for example, I found this awesome recipe for FRESAS con CREMA that is like a really healthy version of it. And stuff like that really helps me stay on track. Drinking water with my meals instead of soda or sugary drinks, and basically building better healthy habits combined add up to a big change. Being overly strict is not sustainable for a really long period of time. That's why, crash diets don't work, because they're just super strict, and no one wants to eat that way for the rest of their lives. I don't keep really bad or tempting foods in my house because I'm not gonna do that to myself. I'm not gonna torture myself. It's very unlikely that I'll get up and go to the store to buy myself chips rather than eat something healthier here, a healthier snack that I have, like hummus and celery. Forgot the name. I weigh myself on a daily basis. I know that weight can fluctuate, especially for girls, depending on what time of the month it is. But the reason that I weigh myself is really just to hold myself accountable, to be able to adjust what I'm doing if I see that I continuously go up. This is a big one because this kept me from going to the gym as often as I really wanted to. Back in the day, when I first started, I was really self-conscious about my weight, and I think that's because, you go to the gym and you see all these people who are fit. I felt really out of place there. I didn't know how to use any of the equipment. I also felt not as strong as everybody around me. I remember when I first started, I could only squat the bar. I guess a part of me was just afraid of other people's judgment and being the butt of a joke. Now I just remind myself that healthy, secure people don't make fun of other people. If someone is making fun of someone else who is trying to better themselves, then it says more about them than it does about you. With every gym session, you'll get better. Your body will get stronger, and just be consistent and keep going no matter what negative thoughts go through your mind. Just talk yourself out of them and remind yourself that you are doing this to be better, and other people's opinions can't affect you if you don't let it. Don't fool yourself into thinking that you're doing better than you are. Doing that only hurts you, and it only sets you back. So keep that in mind. You're not fooling anyone, and you're definitely not fooling yourself. And there's no point in lying to yourself. If something isn't working out, you have time to change it, and there's no reason to pretend like it's working for you and there's nothing wrong. You can make the adjustments to your exercise regimen or your meals. Be very honest with yourself about the possibility that it could be yourself sabotaging your progress. And if that is what is happening, admitting is the first step. Then you can take the next steps to correct it. There is honestly no greater motivation than wanting to do it for yourself. It is definitely possible to love yourself and want to become a better version of yourself because of that. That person is still going to be there with you after the weight is lost, and it's better to love yourself and nurture that person instead of hating yourself and getting there and still hating yourself. These are the things that have helped me lose weight and maintain. Over the past 2 months since I've been doing this, I've been able to lose 7 pounds, and I attribute that to being more aware of my struggle and addressing the issue head on. These things take work and practice, so don't expect to be a different person overnight. You can definitely change your mindset and the behaviors over time. I really hope that I could help you, anyone really who is struggling through the same things. Thanks for watching, guys.